Jack placed a toy doll inside a cabinet. When he took it out again, the doll had miraculously come to life, transforming into a tiny living person. Curious, Jack reached out to touch the little man, but unexpectedly, the startled figure drew a dagger and stabbed Jack's finger. Frightened, Jack quickly explained to the little man that he was his master and would never harm him, which finally put the tiny person at ease. Next, Jack took out a plastic tent, intending to create a new home for the little man. He placed the plastic tent inside the cabinet, and in no time, it transformed into a genuine leather tent. At last, the little man had a place of his own, and the two officially became good friends. Jack even gave the little man a name, Teddy. Eager to have more little people, Jack put more toys into the cabinet. However, when he opened it again, a terrifying scene unfolded. The revived toys had started fighting, and it looked like they were about to cause serious harm. Scared, Jack quickly closed the cabinet, turning them back to their original forms. Early the next morning, Teddy woke Jack up, complaining that the leather tent was too small and stuffy, making it uncomfortable to sleep in. He wanted to go outside and build his own house. So, Jack took Teddy to the backyard, allowing him to choose a piece of land he liked. However, while Jack went back to find tools, a bird nearly snatched Teddy away, prompting Jack to hurriedly bring Teddy back to the room. Unfortunately, Teddy still suffered a wound on his thigh from the bird's attack. Seeing Teddy's uncontrollable bleeding, Jack felt heartbroken. He took a medic toy from a box and placed it inside the cabinet. When he opened it again, the medic had turned into a little living person. Jack quickly grabbed the medic and put him next to Teddy. Upon seeing the injured Teddy, the medic immediately rushed over to treat him. Jack, curious, took out a magnifying glass to observe closely and discovered that the medic's techniques were extremely skilled. He quickly helped stop Teddy's wound from bleeding. The boy was thankful to have gained another new friend, and Teddy now had a companion. However, the medic expressed his desire to return to his original world, stating that he didn't belong here and staying would only limit his freedom. Jack readily agreed. With another opening and closing of the cabinet door, the medic instantly reverted to a doll. To prevent Teddy from suffering any more harm from the outside world, the two decided to build a house inside a potted plant in the room. Teddy said he needed lumbering tools, so Jack put his armored warrior into the cabinet. As soon as the warrior came to life, Jack snatched the axe from his hand and then closed the cabinet, turning the warrior back to his original form. With the handy tool, Teddy quickly constructed the frame of the house. When Jack came back from school and rushed upstairs to check, Teddy had already built a very comfortable house using his own strength. However, Jack felt that Teddy would be too lonely by himself. After some careful thought, he decided to bring Teddy's father to life to accompany him. So, Jack placed an elderly Native American figure inside the cabinet. Unexpectedly, due to his advanced age, the old man was so frightened by Jack's enormous body that he fainted immediately. Teddy, who was nearby, quickly rushed over to check on him and discovered that the old man's heart had stopped beating. The boy, looking at the deceased elder, felt deeply guilty and carefully buried the body in the garden. At this moment, Jack finally realized that while this magical cabinet could bring surprises, it could also lead to some irreversible consequences. In the end, Jack decided not to use this enchanted cabinet anymore. The name of this movie is The El Indian in the Cupboard.